number of users. So if a project or if something have a large number of users, it has value. So that's utility value. So if a project has millions of users, every exchange is going to want to list it because we want that liquidity. We want those users.
For those who doesn't know who that is, that's the CEO of Binance. Binance is one of the biggest centralized exchanges in the world. And he talked about utility value. Now let me repeat what he said. He said if something or a project has a large number of users, that thing is valuable and it's called utility value. Now, should I remind you, Pi has a total user of 100 million. Now, out of that 100 million, only 35 million is engaged and actively mining. Now, let me ask you a question. You that is watching, come closer. In the year 2009, when Bitcoin was launched, one Bitcoin cost just a fraction of a cent. It was not even up to $1. And then it went up from a fraction of a cent to $67,000 all-time high. It's crazy. Now, the big question is, do you think Bitcoin would have gone up to an all-time high of $67,000 if nobody was willing to accept Bitcoin in exchange for their goods and services? Now, the answer is no. The adoption of Bitcoin made Bitcoin skyrocket to the roof to an all-time high of $67,000. Now, that's the power of utility value. Adoption. So many stores in Asia, Singapore, Kuwait, China, they have started accepting Pi as payment in exchange for their goods and services. Now, talking about utility value. When you go to this website, bscscan.com, it is a blockchain explorer website that shows you how many individuals is currently holding a particular cryptocurrency in their wallets. Now we are going to use Binance for this illustration, which happens to be the biggest centralized exchange in the world. Now the Binance peg, which happens to be the BUSD. On that website, you can see how many holders are currently holding BUSD in their wallet. Their holders is just 3.8 million holders currently holding BUSD, which happens to be the famous, the biggest, just 3.8 million holders. Okay, now Pi Network, which has no value, already have 35 million engaged, actively mining pioneers. It's crazy, right? My advice to anyone watching this video: always put yourself in a position to win as a hustler. Pi Network costs nothing. They are not charging you anything. It's a free crypto mining app. All you have to do is to download the app and start mining. If it turns out to be a scam, okay, the only thing you lost is just that few seconds of your time. If it turns out to be successful, then you're going to be sitting on a huge profit, a huge gain. So put yourself in a position to win. And that's just it. Never ignore any update. No matter the amount of money you have on this planet Earth, do not ignore any update. That's how you stay wealthy. You might want to save this video or even send it to your group or to your story for someone to see it, so they can change their mindset if they are being skeptical to do something. Now hit that follow button for more educational crypto content.